Okay guys, so next we are going to proceed into derivative of function, trigonometric function. Okay, so basically the very basic function for trigo yang kamu kena tahu to differentiate is sin x, cos x and tangent x. Okay, tiga ni yang kamu kena tahu. Okay, how to differentiate sin x, cos x and tangent x. So differentiate sin x, you will get positive cos x. Differentiate cos x, you will get negative sin x. Okay, differentiate tangent x, you will get secant square x. Ini memang macam tu sahaja. Okay, tak ada cara yang nak ingat. Okay, terpulanglah apa cara yang kamu nak ingat. So, it is what it is. Okay, so differentiate sin, we get positive cos. Differentiate cos, we get negative sin. Differentiate tangent, we get secant square x. Okay, so, okay, before we proceed to this part, okay, kita tengok terus example 16. We have differentiate with respect to x, 2 sin x minus 3 cos x. Okay, so here we want to differentiate d over dx, 2 sin x minus 3 cos x. So here the answer, differentiate constant 2, just salin balik constant. So differentiate sin, we will get positive cos. Okay, minus differentiate cos, you will get negative sin. So negative sin x. Okay, so now just simplify. You will have 2 cos x plus 3 sin x. Okay, so very easy as long as you know what is the answer for your differentiation of trigo. So here differentiate, saya tulis sini je terus lah. Differentiate 4 tangent x minus 5 over x. Okay, ini bukan sekali asing ni. So kita ada constant, the constant 4, differentiate tangent, we will get secant square x. Ada square, walaupun dekat tangent ni tak ada square, the answer for differentiation of tangent is secant square x. So how to differentiate 5 over x? Okay, first we can change into 5x to the power of negative 1. Okay, so ingat macam mana differentiate ini, basic power bawa pergi depan. So we will have a negative 5, salin balik x, so the power minus 1, so we will have negative 2 here. Okay, so for power rule kita kena differentiate yang dalam ni, so differentiate x, we will still get 1. Okay, so here you can simplify. We have 4 secant square x plus 5 over x square. Okay, betul ke? 5 over x square. Yes, betul lah. Okay, so next, differentiate 4 cos x plus 3 tangent x. Okay, so here the answer is, salin balik 4, differentiate cos, we will get negative sin x plus 3, differentiate tangent, we will get secant square x. So just simplify your answer, negative 4 sin x plus 3 secant square x. Okay. Alright, so next, let's see how to differentiate cos 5x plus 4. Okay, for this part, the same thing. Macam exponent, kita salin balik, kita differentiate the power. Okay, ada part differentiate the power. Okay, kalau for ln, kita dapat 1 over function, differentiate by the function. Okay, so for this part, kalau kamu ada cos fx, differentiate macam biasa, kita differentiate cos, kita akan dapat negative sin. Okay, sin fx kita, which is 5x plus 4. Tapi ada satu lagi step yang kamu kena buat, kita kena differentiate function yang dalam dia. Alright, kita kena differentiate function yang dalam dia. So basically kat sini, if you have d over dx sin ax, so the answer is gonna be positive cos ax multiply by a. Okay, ataupun kita boleh juga tulis multiply by d over dx ax. Okay, so we have to differentiate the function. Okay, nampak pattern for exponent, log dengan trigo, semua ada multiply by differentiate the function. Okay, so here sekali saya tunjukkan, we have cos 5x plus 4. So to differentiate cos 5x plus 4, differentiate cos, we will get negative sin. Salin je function 5x plus 4. Okay, salin je function tu, and then we have to differentiate the function yang dekat dalam ni. Okay, yang dalam ni kena differentiate kan. So when we differentiate the function here, we will have differentiate 5x plus 4, we will have 5. Okay, ingat ini dengan ni tak boleh darab. Okay, ini dengan ni tak boleh darab, ini sin punya. So 5 tu akan bawa pergi depan lah, negative 5 sin 5x plus 4. Alright, so that's going to be your answer. Okay, let's take a look for example B. We have sin ln x. Okay, ln x, sin yang punya. Okay, so here basically you have sin fx. So your fx is ln x. Okay, buat macam biasa. Differentiate sin, kita akan dapat. Okay, saya tulis siap-siap kat sini. Differentiate sin, kita akan dapat cos ln x. Okay, salin je balik function tu. Then you know that you have to differentiate the function. Okay, differentiate function yang dekat dalam ni. So bila kita differentiate function yang dalam ni, differentiate ln x dapat apa? Baru je belajar 1 over x. Okay, so basically we have cos ln x over x. Okay, kat sini saya tulis benda ni sekadar nak bagi tahu kamu, tak tulis pun tak apa. Terus differentiate sahaja pun boleh. Okay, let's try one more question here. We have tangent 1 over 6 pi minus 3x. Okay, differentiate tangent kita ada, differentiate tangent kita dapat secant square. Okay, secant square, salin je balik function dekat dalam, 1 over 6 pi minus 3x. Jangan lupa mesti multiply by differentiate the function. Okay, so differentiate 1 over 6 pi minus 3x, we will get negative 3. Okay, bawa negative 3 pergi depan, kita ada negative 3 secant square 1 over 6 pi minus 3x. Okay, so that's going to be your answer. Okay, for secant 2x plus 3. Okay, saya nak kamu cuba try macam mana nak differentiate secant 2x plus 3. Here the answer you should get 2 secant 2x plus 3 tangent 2x plus 3. Tak muat pula. Tangent 2x plus 3. Basically the same thing, tapi kita guna yang ini. Alright, so boleh cuba sendirilah dekat situ. Okay, let's try one more question, one more example. Here we have y equals to secant square x. So how to differentiate y equals to secant square x? So you know your trigo, if you have secant square x kat sini, maksudnya benda yang sama. We have y equals to secant x square. Okay, maksudnya secant x multiply by secant x. So here, which rule should we apply here? You can apply, apa yang kamu boleh apply? Kita ada function power dengan 2, nama pun power, so we can apply power rule dekat sini. Okay, kita boleh apply power rule. So how to apply your power rule? Ada 4 step. Kalau tak ingat, pergi balik tengok 4 step. The first one, power pindah depan. So we have 2. The second step, salin balik. Okay, salin balik this one thing. So here we will get secant x. Okay, the next step is power minus 1. Minus 1 we will get 1 lah. Okay, so tak payah buat apa-apa. Ini step yang paling selalu lupa. The last step is we have to differentiate yang dekat dalam. Okay, perlu differentiate yang dekat dalam. So differentiate yang kat dalam, differentiate secant x, kita dapat secant x tangent x. So here the answer secant x tangent x. So we can simplify. We have 2 secant square x tangent x. Okay, lagi sekali kat sini kita guna power rule. Power pindah depan, kita dapat 2. Second step kita dapat kita salin balik secant x. Third step, power kita minus dengan 1, power dia akan jadi 1. And then the last step is we have to differentiate yang dekat dalam, which is we differentiate secant x, we get secant x tangent x. Okay, alright, let's try one more time. Here for question B, y equals to sin cube x square plus 1. Okay, which is the same thing kat sini, ialah y equals to sin x square plus 1 cube. Okay, so here we can also apply power rule. So we have dy over dx. Power rule ada 3 step. Power pindah depan. So we have 3. The second step, salin balik. The whole thing kita salin balik. Okay, salin balik. Sin x square plus 1. Salin je balik. third step, power minus 1, which is we get 2. Okay, and the last step, we have to differentiate yang dekat sini. So, differentiate sin x square plus 1. Differentiate sin, we get cos x square plus 1. Adakah dah habis? Okay, dah habis ke belum? Okay, tadi last step, the fourth step for power rules ialah differentiate yang dalam. Okay, differentiate sin x square plus 1. We know that if we differentiate sin, kita akan dapat cos. Tetapi jangan lupa ada satu lagi step. Kita kena differentiate function yang di dalam. Okay, which is differentiate x square, we get 2x dekat sini. Alright, so that is gonna be your answer. Okay, susunlah balik. 2x dekat sini boleh pindah depan, darab dengan 3. We should have 6x sin x square plus 1 square cos x square plus 1. Okay, so that is your final answer for question B. Okay, for question C and D, boleh try sendiri. The answer here is negative 4 cosecant 4x cotangent x. Here is negative 6 cotangent 3x cosecant square 3x. Okay. Alright, so let's see the last example, example 19 here, which is we are going to apply some other rules. So here we have fx equals to e3x multiplied by x square minus 1. Okay, so macam biasa, you know that you have to apply product rule here. So you have u equals to e3x, v equals to x square minus 1. So differentiate u, okay, differentiate exponent, revise balik, salin balik, darab dengan differentiate power. Okay, salin balik, darab dengan differentiate power, which is differentiate power, we are going to get 3. So here you should get 3e3. Kenapa e saya macam tu? Okay, e3x. Okay, so ini senang lah, tak payah fikir pun. Kita tahu dia akan dapat 2x. Okay, so now just substitute into the formula. We know that our formula for product rule is vu prime uv prime. So here we will have x square minus 1, 3e3x plus e3x 2x. Okay, biar boleh nak simplify pun boleh. Okay, so here we have e3x, 3x square minus 3 plus 2x. Okay, so that is going to be your final answer. Okay, so one more question. We have fx equals to x sin 1 over x. Okay, yang ni saya nak kamu buat sendirilah. Okay, boleh try sendiri. Here you get sin 1 over x minus 1 over x cos 1 over x. Okay, sila Mr. DIY sendiri. Kita akan bincang dalam next class. Okay, semua yang example saya tinggalkan, we are going to discuss in the next class. Okay, so make sure you do it. Okay, boleh pause dulu video and then do the question. Alright, so let's see. We have, kenapa jadi B dengan C lagi ni? Okay, next question. You know that you have to apply quotient rule here. So we have u equals to e2x. U prime dapat apa? Yes, that's correct. To e2x. So v is equals to 1 plus ex. V prime is equals to, differentiate 1 dapat 0. Differentiate ex akan dapat ex. Okay, so now we are going to just sub into the formula for quotient rule. We have 1 plus ex v u prime minus u v prime over v square. Alright, so now here we are just going to simplify this. So dekat atas boleh factorizekan exponent x, betul tak? Okay, ataupun kita boleh factorizekan exponent to x. Okay, so let's factorize exponent to x. So atas akan tinggal 2 plus 2ex minus ex over 1 plus ex square. Okay. So here we will have e2x, 2 plus ex, 1 plus ex square. So tak boleh buat apa-apa. So that's going to be your final answer. Alright, so here the last example, you can do it by yourself. Here the answer is x to ln 3x plus 1 plus 3x over 3x plus 1. Okay, so that is the final answer. Okay, so make sure you try all the question that I have left for you. Okay, so and here is your exit ticket for this video. Alright, so submit on GC, and that is all for today. Thank you guys.